Hello everybody, my name is Ben. Jimin. And today I wanted to talk to you about anxiety disorder. Listen to me carefully because this is going to be a weird video. Anxiety disorder is a disorder of constant being on key, being on edge. It is a disorder that is devastating to me and to millions of other humans out there in this world. Anxiety disorder is scary. It's a terrible, terrible disease. I don't call it as a mental illness, I call it an actual disease because no matter what I do, it doesn't get better. So I go to a vitamin specialist to see if all my vitamins were normal leveled. Pay $200 for that. They're fine. I go to a cardiologist to make sure my heart's not clogged or my heart is failing. That's fine. I go to a regular doctor to make sure all my lipid panels are fine. That's fine. I go to an MRI scanning, and that's fine. Yet, when I wake up, sometimes I wake up in a panic. In a panic meaning my heart is racing for no reason, not right now today, but for no reason my heart's racing. And it's racing really fast. The beats per minute go up to 200 beats per minute during an actual anxiety attack or panic attack. I've been able to control them so far, but not too well. Also, another bad anxiety thing is a sudden panic attack. For a lot of people out there like me, I'm overweight and I'm slightly depressed. I'll admit it. I'm sad. Not depressed, but sad. I also have a vertigo and balance problem, which does not help me. It makes it worse. I don't know why I get vertigo, but it's benign so far. Sometimes when I sit in certain positions, it gets worse. I lay my head down in a certain position, it gets worse. Ativan seems to stop that. And it also seems to help my mood stabilize to an even thing there. Also, anxiety is so scary. It feels like you're dying. Now, when I say it feels like you're dying, you're literally dialing emergency services to get assistance. I am the Planet Earth, and I've had a lot of mental hospital videos, and I've had a lot of mental videos. What sucks about anxiety disorder is that it's so severe. Just talking about it gets me anxious. There's a possible cure for it, but I can't access the medication. It's a medical. There's something wrong with our lactate in the blood. The lactating in the blood causes anxiety. That's been proven in mice. So that's probably close to what we go through. Anxiety disorder is a bitch. And when I say it's a bitch, it's a bitch. For people who don't have anxiety disorders, panic disorder, ergophobic, or any other type of PTSD, if you guys do not go through this anxiety, you will never know what it feels like to have a panic attack, dial 911, go to the emergency room, get injected or given pills to stop that panic attack when you think it's an actual heart attack when it's not. You'll know the difference between a heart attack and a panic attack. A heart attack, you will literally either pass out, you will get short of breath and pass out, you will have excessively extreme chest pain that's not relieved by acid reflux medication, aka Tums, for example. It's not relieved by water. Your pulse may not be fast, but you could still have one. And you have this over excruciating chest pain. If you are not having that, you are usually not going to have a heart attack. The cholesterol was fine, my triglycerides are fine, my head's fine, my body's fine, yet I continue with this vertigo and dizziness that I can't explain. But since it's not tumor related, then it's most likely not going to be too serious or related to too much adrenaline going through. The adrenal glands are slightly messed up in my body, which is making this worse. Now, I lived in the ghetto for more than 16 years. That's about right, 16 to 17 years. I heard gunshots every night. I didn't get shot, and nobody ever broke into our house except for one time. Other than that, it was, you know, I woke up to gunfire in the night, especially off of what was it? Not Cantrell, yeah, Cantrell back in Texas, in San Antonio. That was a bad night. The police shot a guy in the house because he wouldn't come out. Anyways, my anxiety attacks, I don't know what provokes them. I've tried to figure out the trigger. One of my major triggers, and this is a fact, is going into a store. I have a bit of social anxiety. But it only happens on certain days. Other days I'll be fine. Other days, I've also noticed certain foods bother me a lot with anxiety. It makes it worse. And I've tried to write it down, what's making it worse. Certain foods I might be allergic to and not realize it, or have some kind of imbalance. Also, having any imbalances such as magnesium, potassium, calcium, vitamin B6, vitamin B, niacin, niacin or whatever the fuck it's called, and vitamin B12 will cause anxiety. A thyroid that's fucked up will cause anxiety. But those are just a couple physical things. A tumor on your adrenal glands can cause anxiety. Now, I have been not making many videos lately because of the fact that I have been trying to figure out a way to stop anxiety attacks and anxiety disorder, and there's nothing that I could find on the actual internet. They keep saying therapy is a good option, so I go to therapy, I get the therapy, I have a panic attack at the therapist's office. Anxiety attack, my bad. So I'm tired of having anxiety attacks. I'm tired of having panic attacks. You could live in a rich area, you could live in a poor area. It doesn't change anything. I went to Hawaii. That didn't change anything, except for when I was in Hawaii, I wasn't having anxiety attacks. So there's something either here or something over there, or if it's mental, whatever it is, I don't know what it is. But when I was in Hawaii, I had one anxiety attack and it lasted for about 5 minutes. You compare that to 2 hours here, 4 hours in San Antonio, and calling EMS services when they don't even want to come out anymore. They do, but they don't want to. I'm tired of having anxiety attacks. I'm tired of having palpitations, even though I don't really have them anymore because it's actual electrolyte imbalances that cause these problems. I feel like shit 99% of the time physically, and I don't know why. I have been looking through everything. I have been looking to see if I had STD or if I've had some kind of cancer. Nothing. This psychosomatic illness is sad, and I don't know how to cure it. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of the anxiety. I'm tired of having to call EMS services. I'm tired of having to take benzos. I'm tired of it. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to live a normal, happy, successful life, and I cannot because I am stuck in a rut with my own brain that doesn't allow me to live a normal, happy life. And because of it, I am stuck every day, panicking. When I'm driving here in Los Angeles, I don't have anxiety when I'm driving. It's when I get back here, or if I'm in a building, I have anxiety in the building. I don't understand why. What did I do so bad in my life as a young child to deserve whatever I have now? What did you guys do to deserve what you have now? Whether it be schizophrenia, whether it be bipolar disorder, which I genuinely believe may or may not exist, anxiety disorder, paranoia, whatever you want to call it. My uncle passed away a couple days from now, last year. Ever since then, my anxiety attacks have been more severe, but not as long. When my uncle was alive, my anxiety attacks were very minimal. The day of my uncle's passing away, I didn't have an anxiety attack. After I saw him on the ventilation system, the life support system, that's when I had my anxiety attack. But it was at the hospital. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I told the doctor what was happening to me. So, going against going against doctor's orders, going against hospital staff orders, they gave me Ativan. You know, they picked it out of the medication room and gave it to me anyways. because they knew that I was hurt. I was so hurt, I cried for 4 days straight. I didn't come on YouTube, I didn't even access the internet. I was crying so hard when I found out that my uncle passed away that I was literally having chest pain, like actual heart chest pain. It was like an giant angina. It was actual angina at that time, for sure. Because every time I post, that was not anxiety. That was actual chest pain from heartbreak, and that's real. If you don't think it is, look it up. It's killed a lot of people. Anxiety doesn't. It's really rare. So I don't know what you suffer with. I don't know what I'm suffering with now. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. When I sit like this, I get very dizzy and vertigo, and I don't even know why. It's very uncomfortable. My muscles feel stiff half the time. It's not fun. Somehow I'm still alive though. So that's all I can say about anxiety disorder. I mean, what else is there to say except for when you panic, you feel like you're dying. If you don't have this disorder, you will never know what it feels like to have an anxiety attack. Okay, think of it as the similar to this, going off a cliff without a parachute. That's what you're gonna feel during an anxiety attack, or actually jumping off to your death. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing, except you actually die from that. You don't die from an anxiety attack, but it's the same feeling. That feeling is scary. It's very disruptive. That's why people don't want to leave their houses anymore, because they're scared that if they go out and have that attack again, they might get embarrassed. Some people might think, I don't want to die over there, I just want to die in my house. That's the reason why people get scared, and that's the reason why people have so many problems with anxiety disorder. So please, if you see somebody having an anxiety attack, try to calm them down by giving them reinforcing stuff. Do not give them shit. And don't make fun of them, because you'll never know what it likes. If you do have an anxiety attack for the first time, it's still going to call EMS services. I'm not going to lie. Just to make sure it's not, anything else. Stay away from caffeine. I'm going to stay away from caffeine. Stay away from steroids. You're not doing steroids. I've never done steroids, but that'll cause anxiety attacks. Stay away from nicotine, which is smoke. Just stay away from caffeine, stay away from nicotine, and stay away from sugar, a lot of sugar. I'm overweight because of my anxiety. I have so much anxiety sometimes that I don't even want to leave if I don't have to. I don't hate public places. I just feel so uncomfortable. Like, it's like a physical uncomfortable feeling in the place. So these doctors want to put me on antidepressant medications. Did you know that almost every single shooting in America has had the person on antidepressants? Yeah. I'm not gonna roll that way. I stopped taking antidepressants many years ago because they made me worse. They didn't make me any better. Even if you had major depression, I'm sorry, but antidepressants are not your cure. Maybe anti-seizure medication, but not antidepressants. They fuck your GABA up, they fuck your serotonin levels up, they fuck up your cortisol levels, they make them worse. You may be happy, but the second you get off that medication, you just drop right back into a depression. Whatever the hell it is that we have that are imbalances. So doctors think that they can diagnose, and they cannot diagnose them properly because they just keep making up illnesses. This guy has PTSD. This guy has open door syndrome. You see what I'm saying? There's like a million diagnoses in the DSM. I think most of them are made up, and technically they are made up. Instead of psychiatry, why don't we go into psychology? Figure out what the problem is within the brain, within the cognitive mental function of the brain. And let's find a cure. Where's the cure at, America? Where's the cure at, world? Where is the cure? I want a cure, okay? Let's find a cure for anxiety disorder, okay? Let's stop beating around the bush and let's find an actual cure to anxiety. This has to stop. I'm a 23-year-old male, and I go through some of the worst anxiety on this planet, and I don't want to anymore. I want to live a normal, happy life like everybody else. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here. Also, magnesium, vitamin B12, and vitamin B6 and vitamin B3 will help you with your anxiety at least 5% to 10%, maybe even 30%. Find out if you're deficient in any of the vitamins or minerals. You have to go to a doctor. You have to get the blood work. Make sure your thyroid. Make sure all the glands in here are okay. Make sure everything like that is okay. But stay. I don't know how to tell. How the hell can I tell them when I'm on benzos? Stay away from antidepressants if you can. If you can. If it's working for you, I'm surprised, but just stay away from those medications. They're no good for nobody. Nobody. Anywhere. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here. I hope this video will help. Stay away from antidepressants. Find out if you have a vitamin or / mineral deficiency. If you do, fix that. Your anxiety will get better. If you have to take benzos, take the benzos. Don't be on them more than 2 weeks, though. I can't say the same. But I'm warning you. When you go through a benzodiazepine withdrawal, you're going to hate it with a passion, okay? You're going to wish you never were on benzos. It's almost as bad as a heroin withdrawal. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been the Planet Earth here. That's why I have been making videos, is because I've been trying to find a cure for anxiety. I've taken every mineral. I've taken 5-HTP or whatever the hell it's called. I've taken Kaba, whatever the hell it's called. I have all the vitamins in my drawer, and I just don't want to take them. I mean, I took them, but they don't do anything. I gave them a couple weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. They don't work. Let's find an actual cure. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I noticed magnesium helps a little bit. I don't know why it does, but it does. Thank you guys for watching.